We've seen long lines for coronavirus tests, and sometimes it takes days for the results to come back. That's why New Mexico is considering new types of testing for COVID-19 down the line. But there are some drawbacks. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart shows you.
For weeks, New Mexico has hit its mark, testing well over 5,000 people a day for COVID-19.
I think we're doing the best that we can with what we have.
But like other states and countries, New Mexico's medical advisory team is looking for ways to expand resources and, if possible, expedite the process.
Is it better to use the tests we have right now, which are really, really accurate, but in New Mexico can sometimes take a couple days to get back? Or if we had a less expensive test that wasn't anywhere near as reliable, which would be better?
It's a question the medical community is weighing. In May, the FDA granted its first emergency use authorization for a COVID-19 antigen test. The gold standard for viral tests are called PCR tests and detect genetic material from the virus. They're extremely accurate but take time for labs to process. An antigen test, on the other hand, looks for protein fragments from a nasal or throat swab, is less expensive, and much like a home pregnancy test, can provide results in minutes. The downfall, it has a higher chance of giving someone a false negative.
So those are the kind of things we have to weigh, and we just need more data. I think it's a promising idea. I think we've asked the MAT to study that and come back to us, and we're expecting a better answer this week with a little bit more of their review of the literature.
Giving people the ability to test themselves daily from home could be a game changer, but without repeated testing to catch false negatives, the strategy has its holes.
I love these debates. I think they force us to think completely differently about these problems. And I think, in my experience, thinking differently about problems usually helps you come up with better solutions.
Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
The FDA says antigen tests are not as sensitive as molecular tests, and some can miss up to as much as half of active infections. That's why it is not favored as a standalone strategy.